of Engineers India, Tamil Nadu State Center. Today we have a technical lecture meeting. The engineer PS Praveen is a blockchain monk, and then country manager TNS, Transaction Network Service. Today the topic is opportunities and challenges cryptocurrencies. He is a blockchain evangelist, so he will explain and then he will share that entire his knowledge and everything to today participants. Kindly all the participants mute your mic, then only you will have a clear voice and this thing. Don't start your video. Any doubts, any query is there, kindly note it down, and then end of the session we will give the time, and then we will give all the participants, we will give the time, we will ask any questions end of the session. Thank you. Now the Praveen will start that.
Good evening, Institute of Engineers. Thank you so much to Chairman Ramdas and for organizing this webinar. And after the international conference on blockchain opportunities and challenges in November, this is the next session. And I'm very pleased to talk about the cryptocurrency or the Bitcoin. Today on what are the opportunities for Indians and how it can benefit, how we can benefit from these opportunities. But every opportunity comes up with some challenges and risks. So let us go step by step, and I will take your questions at the end of it. I've been in this field from 2016. It is 5 years now. And I work for a US company called Transaction Network Services as its country manager. So today what we will cover is what is a cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency, and the altcoins, that is the coins after that. How many are there? There are about 5,000 of them. Then the value of Bitcoin and its volatility. That means how its prices go up and down. Then what is the opportunity for us? And what is the mining? Mining of cryptocurrency is a type of earning Bitcoins. So we will be seeing the type of mining and what kind of investments we should do. And then next part is to ways to handle cryptocurrency. And that's very important to understand how to handle cryptocurrency. Then the next topic would be on legality in India. Then the crypto frauds, a case in point, that is how the crypto frauds are done. And finally, what can we do next is a final slide, which I will finish off by about 7:15. And you will have about 15 minutes to ask questions and queries. Please note down your questions such a way that we will answer all of them. And hopefully we have enough time to answer those questions. So let's see what is a Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency and a Bitcoin is the same thing. And what is it? It's an electronic currency. It's only available on the internet. It's very important. And please understand, Bitcoin is not a physical currency like rupee, dollar, or anything. It is an electronic currency. So it is only available on the internet. So it started in 2008, and it went up to $10,000, and it went to $20,000 also, and then came back to about $7,000. We'll talk about it. Okay. So if you see the Bitcoin, it started in 2008, and then it was not trading that value and all. It was nearly $10, $12, and at about January 2017, it it became $650 for one Bitcoin. And slowly, people started accumulating Bitcoin. And in 12 months, it became $20,000 to one Bitcoin. This is where when the world turned back. And so what is this asset, or what is this Bitcoin all about? So everybody started looking at Bitcoin. But then after December 2017, I think only one day the $20,000 value was there, and it crashed straight to $3,000 in January 2019. That means 2018 was a very bad time. The entire value of cryptocurrency fell to 3,000. But then again, it went to, in July 2019, it became $15,000. Then again, it went off, dropped to somewhere around $7,000. Again, it went to $10,000 early this year. Today, it's about $7,568. So Bitcoin is an electronic currency, and it is run on the internet only. And it is a market driven currency. So there is nobody who can control. There's nobody who has issued a Bitcoin. It is a computer generated currency. So if you see, you can not stop Bitcoin. Everybody tried to stop Bitcoin. Americans tried to stop Bitcoin. The French tried to stop Bitcoin, but it is independent of any country. So Bitcoin is independent of any country, and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. Bitcoin has no control mechanism. It is independent of everybody. From 2018 till now, 12 years, Bitcoin has been in the market, and though its price has gone up and down, but it's still continuing to exist. So if you see, when the price of Bitcoin went to $20,000, suddenly there are some technology people, they also started equivalent coins, and those are Ethereum, which is this, and there is a Litecoin, and there is a Monero, and this one is a Ripple, and so on and so forth. There are 5,000 coins on the world now, 5,000 plus. Everything is electronic, and it is traded only on the internet. Now, if you say, what is the use of this internet-based currency? The beauty of this internet-based currency is that it can be completely used by anybody. So let's see what is the uses. So anyway, I'll come to this, how to store a Bitcoin. So if you see, what is the use of a Bitcoin? A Bitcoin, you can simply send money from India to anywhere in the world, just like that in a second. There is no permission required. There is the lowest transaction fees, and your name and your privacy is very, very secret. And it only has 21 million Bitcoins in the world. It cannot increase or it cannot decrease. And devaluation of currency does not happen. Today, if you see, our Indian rupee keeps devaluating. During 1900s, one Indian rupee was $12. Just imagine, in 100 years or 120 years, 1 rupee has devaluated to so low level that $1 is equal to 71 rupees or 76 rupees as of now. So in Bitcoin, if you see, it's about $7,000 even today. Even in a bad shape, it is $12,000. So now, what do we do? How do we store a Bitcoin? This is a very important idea. Now it is electronic. If you see, it's an electronic currency. So you have something called a wallet. And a wallet has two things. One is a public key, like an email address, and a private key, which is like a password. This is very important. If you lose your password for your email, what happens? The entire thing goes away to someone else. Same way, if you lose this private key, the entire money will transfer to somebody else. So you must be very careful. The public key is like an email address. You can share it with anybody, because suppose I am going to give $1 to say somebody in Goa, the chairman of IEI is there. I want to share. So what I will do is I will put target the public key of the chairman of what I call Mr. Desai's key. I will put like an email address, and then I will put how much amount I will enter. Then I will enter my private key. Once I enter my private key, from my wallet, that $1 will enter into Mr. Desai's wallet. So if you see, this is something like an email only, but then this is a cryptographic. That's why it's called cryptocurrency. So this electronic wallet needs to be ultimate secure, because it has a lot of money. If you have one Bitcoin, I'm just saying, if you have one Bitcoin, it will have $7,568. You can multiply with Indian rupees 76, and you can see it is about almost like 6-7 lakhs of rupees. So what I'm saying is, a wallet is a very critical part of carrying a Bitcoin. Just like our wallet, our physical wallet, we keep rupees, money, coins, everything. Here you keep Bitcoins and altcoins. So you can also keep this Ethereum also in that. You can also keep a Monero. You can also keep a Litecoin. You can also keep a Ripple on it. Each has its own value. So if you see this wallet, you can keep it, and you have to only keep the safety of your private key. Till the day your private key is safe, your wallet is safe. So this is very important. Please note, a wallet address is public. That can be given to anybody, like an email address. But you cannot give your private key, and the mail ID or mail password, almost it's equal to your bank password. So your ATM password or something like that. So you have to be very careful with this. So how many types of wallets? You can have hardware wallets. That means it's a USB type. It's called Ledger Nano. And this is a USB type wallet. You plug into your PC and you put all the wallets into the wallet, into the USB, and you remove your pen drive. So what happens is, nobody in the internet can reach your USB drive. You get the point? So when you have a hardware wallet, you insert in your PC, you get the Bitcoins from the exchange and then put it into your USB, and take the USB out and keep it in your drawer. That's all. It's the highest safety for your Bitcoin. But the next one is the desktop wallet. You can have your thing, something like your desktop app, right? These are all desktop apps, Electrum, Jax, and all that. Then you can also have mobile wallet. Nowadays, many people want to have the convenience of the mobile, but then again the issue, if your mobile is stolen, that person, if he hacks your thumb impression, or he gets into your thing, then he can also access your wallet. So again, the security issue of mobile is not safe. Then there is a web wallet called MyEther wallet or MetaMask. But in this advanced technology, the founder of this technology, Mr. Satoshi Nakamoto, made paper wallet as the safest. It's amusing, isn't it? It's amusing. If you see, we go back to the age-old mechanism. So this is a paper wallet. This is your public address. This is the QR code for your public address. And this is your private key. So you print this and keep it. So in the world, what they say is, if your thumb drive crashes, what will happen? You can't do anything, right? But the paper wallet is the most safest wallet ever in the world, recommended by anyone. So we come back. So we have a hardware wallet, we have a desktop wallet, Your PC crashes, you cannot do anything about it. Your mobile is lost, your mobile crashes, your mobile breaks open, you can't do anything about it. Web wallet, again, it's on the website can be hacked, but the paper wallet is the thing which is the safest way to store a blockchain, Bitcoin. So next, what are the opportunities? I left it here. That is, it is anonymous, it is private and traditional to the traditional currencies. Say for example, if you go to the bank and then you transfer 20 lakhs now, immediately the bank fellow will transfer your name, your Aadhaar card and your address to RBI. Yes or no? Correct? But in this case, you're going to do it on your desktop. Nobody will come to know what you did. So that's very important. That is where the RBI is very worried. It says, how can such privacy be there? I have to peep into every account. He wants to see every account. If you see today, all accounts are naked. Every account the government can see. So another thing which I would like to say that there's a good investment choice. So just imagine, I'm going back to this chart. What if I parked $650 in 2017? It has gone to $20,000. Okay, 10 is more, sorry. It's a $20,000. Even at the time when I sold in July 2019, it would have gone almost like nearly 100 times means 6,500 and 200 times means 13,000 and another 2,000. That means it is almost like 2.5 times your return on investment. So again, this is the beauty of this technology, that this product was developed by someone somewhere in the world for everybody in the world. So it's nothing, it is free. You don't need to pay anything to enter this. You will have to pay only the money to buy 7,568. Today you pay, you become an owner of 1 Bitcoin. That's the beauty of it. But if I have to go and ask the bank, sir, give me 20,000 US dollars. The bank is going to say, sorry, you must fill this A2 form. And that A2 form will fill everything. What is your source of income? What is this? What is that? Everything they'll ask. But in Bitcoin, that nobody will ask. Okay. So that's the beauty, and it is private. Okay. Another important opportunity which I want to discuss today evening is mining of Bitcoins. The Bitcoin mining, $10,000 to $20,000 if we invest, please note, if you invest $10,000 to $20,000 on mining computers, and they are called mining rigs, it can be bought on even Amazon these days, Amazon.in, and these Bitcoin mining hardware or the rigs, you can earn about say 6.25 Bitcoins for every 10 minutes. So just imagine, if you do mining as an investment, you connect this server into the network, you can buy 1 gigabyte per second internet, and then you connect the device into the rig, and then you connect the power to the rig and switch it on. It will continuously do arithmetic calculations. If you are lucky, you may get 6.25 Bitcoins from May onwards. So 6.25 Bitcoins, approximately 6 into $7,000 is how much? 6 sevens are $42,000. I think it should be about $50,000 you can earn in 10 minutes. So in a 24 hours gap, you may you can or you may get about 1 Bitcoin or half a Bitcoin or even quarter Bitcoin. You can also get quarter Bitcoin. Okay. So the beauty is that if you earn this much for $10,000, if you get 1 Bitcoin, so your return on investment is only 1 day. That's the beauty. So this is driving people crazy. But then there is some ways of doing this business. Because this is only a limited 1 hour thing, I'm just showing you opportunities. Investment, doing nothing, just putting your money on Bitcoin. It is like a gold, diamond, and platinum investment. Okay. So then mining, I told you, you can do CPU mining like a regular PC. You can also, it's a blade PC, it's not ordinary PC, it's a blade server. GPU is a gaming server, and this FPGA is a gaming card. It's not a server also, it's a card. It's a card you insert into the blade server and use it. But then people have got fed up with all these 3 types. They straight away built a box and you don't do anything. You can't even enter, you can't type, you can't enter anything. You just connect internet power, it will do everything else. All the algorithms are there. It will continuously do mining. After that, we cannot invest 10,000, sir. I don't have money. I cannot do this, but still I want to participate in this. Then there's something called cloud mining. So it's called cloud mining or pool mining. So you can go there and in Google, if you see, there are so many pool mining options, but be careful. And we will also send out recommendations. There is a website which we have and a Facebook page where we can advise you on types of mining services and pool mining. So please look at it, make a lot of reviews, and then only you must invest on pool mining, where you'll get, suppose the miner, the main miner, the investor, say the big miner, he has got 1 Bitcoin or 6.25 Bitcoin in 10 minutes. He will distribute among 100 people. So we will get almost like in 1 month, your returns on investment will be like 100%. So this is unbelievable, okay, unprecedented. So you must understand that this technology brings everything without payment, no investment. Suppose you go and ask your bank, sir, I want to have 20% return on investment. He'll say, sorry, you cannot get 20% investment. Sir, why not 15%? Sorry, you cannot get 15%. Then why not 10%? Say, okay, I'll think about it. But then he'll ultimately give you 7.5. That's all. So these are very risky because, why risky? See this, that Bitcoin was 20,000 and it fell off to 3,000. Then it went up to 15,000, again it fell off to 7,000. Then it went to 10,000 and again it fell off to 6,000. So the currency you have is at very great volatility. So please understand, this is a highly volatile and hence high risk investment. So you need to invest only risk capital. The capital you just want to lose. That means you have your house, you have your own house, you have paid all your loans, you have your salary, then you have 1 or 2 lakhs to play in this game, then you can play this game. Again, you should not do blockchain or Bitcoin mining when you didn't do all this. You should have had your own house, you have regular salary, you should have had all your things. This is not a full-time business. It's a part-time additional, it's called high risk capital. For example, gold is the lowest risk. You buy and keep it at home. Whenever you want, you can go and buy it. You can sell it and get money. At the same time, you can go to the fixed deposit, go to the bank and put, he will give 7.5. You can put mutual fund, it will come 10 to 15%. You go and put in stock market, it's also risky. Now, you know, in the last 15 days, the stock market fell almost like 35%. HDFC, the topmost bank, its what you call its stock fell from 1,400 straight to 900. So that's also a risky investment. More riskier than that is cryptocurrency. Okay. Now, this is a mining rewards thing, and 2008, if you are mined, at that time you would have got for every 10 minutes 50 bitcoins. But then at that time, Bitcoin value was $0.12. But in 2008 plus 4 years, 2012, it was about $50, $60. But 2016, it became $600, $700. Now, in the meantime, if you see, the mining incentive or mining rewards are reducing. So for every 10 minutes, you will only get 6.25 Bitcoin. Even that is too huge. That's too huge. That means 6.25 Bitcoins into $7,500. It will straight go beyond 50,000 rupees, $50,000 into 70, then it will go off to some like 35 lakhs or something like that. Okay. So now, I told you already, this is a high risk asset, but whoever created it, he gave it free to the world. Okay. His name is Satoshi Nakamoto. But this exposes you to Bitcoin specific scams and frauds. Okay. Now, the scam and fraud is very simple. Okay. Now, how do I scam and fraud? Or how can you be scammed and fraud? So, one fellow will come and tell you, sir, sir, look at this. The Bitcoin chart, from 650, it went up to 20,000. Then it came to 3,000, but again it went to 15,000. Now, if you see this article, somebody is saying it will go to $1,00,000. You better invest. I'll help you. That's what everybody is told. Okay. Then they'll go slowly and say, sir, Bitcoin is, you have to be very careful, and he will take your money and he will give you this public key. And he'll give you this public key, and he will say, sir, anytime you open, you will find your Bitcoin here. What will you do? You will install on your mobile, and then you'll open and see every day your Bitcoin is sitting there. But this guy who's wanting to help you, he will slowly take your private key and go away. What will happen? After 2 or 3 months, he will put that private key and withdraw your money, and he will go away. That's all. So this Bitcoin fraud is very simple, that even your friend, your fellow who is introducing you to wallet system can cheat. Okay. So be careful. I'm trying to caution you not to run away from this, but there's an opportunity and there's a caution. Okay. And another thing which is black market. So Bitcoin used by predominantly drug traders and sometimes even terrorists, because it is very what you call private, and it's this one is not known. That is the person's name is not known. So it's slightly difficult. That is why RBI is trying to find out how to control this misuse of Bitcoin. So that's what they are working hard on, and soon we'll get a policy. Again, as I told you, it's a highly volatile currency. It is not like Indian rupee. If you see Indian rupee, oh my God, Indian rupee fell. How much? 60 paisa. But in Bitcoin, it is not like that. From 7,500, it straight went to $3,500. 50% reduction in the value. And another thing is that it is not like a bank. You can't say, sir, I did small mistake. Why don't you refund me? Why don't you charge back like your debit card and credit card? It doesn't happen. You have to be very careful and you have to carefully do, think properly. Don't do it in tension or disturbed mind. Okay. Caution is very important. Put your mind very focused on this asset because it's a very electronic in nature. Next is securing your private keys. I've already told you that keys need to be very, very secure and you need to be keeping it in the best possible way. The second best is the hardware wallet, which is a USB type of it. And I've got one and it's costing about 7,000 rupees. And it is sold on internet. You can order on internet and get your hardware wallet. And then you can store your hardware wallet, the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency onto your hardware wallet. Or you can move the thing on your paper wallet. Okay. So what's the time now? 7:05. Okay, I'll stop here and wait for your questions. Ram? Questions, please.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, my Rajendran from Coimbatore.
Yes, sir.
You said, so for example, today the Bitcoin value is around some $7,500, right?
Yes.
So how can I withdraw? For example, I have some 2 Bitcoin now. So how can I withdraw that amount to in Indian rupees, sir?
So there is a company called ZebPay, ZEP Pay, and that's the exchange. And what you do is that from your international currency, that is wallet, you transfer it to the ZebPay, Indian ZebPay, and Indian ZebPay has your bank account connected. And so from the back, you can withdraw, and then they will remove certain fees, and then they will go to your bank account.
Okay, sir. One more question, sir.
Yes.
So you said when you buy the Bitcoin, so there is a possibility of misusing the private key, right?
Yes, correct.
So how can I search for the right person to buy, sir?
So I will request you to wait till the last slide, but then I will tell you very important. First, with this 1 hour knowledge, you're not going to buy Bitcoins. Please, any one of you, with this 1 hour knowledge, you are not equipped to buy.
No, sir, that's why I'm asking. I don't want to go for it.
I'm telling you, sir. What I am saying is, 1 hour knowledge is not enough. You should have had at least 500 hours of knowledge. That is, you must have gone to courses, you must have gone to meetings where we talk, people like us talk. You should have some consultants like us who will give you advice. So, what I am saying is, you must you must be very careful, and this is a very, very important thing. You must what you call be careful in buying it. But the beauty is that I can say to you is that you don't need to put $7,500. That's why the founder Satoshi, he decided that everybody in the world should be given 300 Satoshi. That is 0.6 zeros and 300. That much decimals he can work, and which is about $25 only. You can even buy $25 worth of Bitcoin and keep it, and nobody will steal because $25 is not worth stealing. So you can get fractional Bitcoins, and that too 10 to the power of -8. That is 1 Satoshi is 10 to the Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, you said that within 10 minutes we can earn $50,000 now.
Yes. Yes.
How, sir?
Okay. Now, madam, your name?
Uma Mageshwari,
From where?
Kumaraguru College.
Now, are you a computer engineer?
Yes.
Okay. So what we do is that we go back and buy one of this ASIC mining hardware, which is about $10,000 to $20,000.
Okay, sir.
And after that, we connect it to 1 gig internet.
Okay, sir.
And then connect it to enough power and air conditioner, because once it starts working, it needs cooling.
Okay, sir.
And it runs algorithm into the international Bitcoin software, and then it will start doing one puzzle. It will solve a puzzle for which it will get allocated Bitcoins. So these rigs, that is mining rigs, they earn, they are automated boxes, and they can earn for you. And those boxes are so automated that you can earn, and your wallet will get enriched as and when it earns. So for every 10 minutes, the blockchain, that is the Bitcoin blockchain, issues to the miner 6.25 Bitcoins. So every 60 minutes, that is 1 hour, 6 blocks are made, and 6 into 6.25 Bitcoins will be given to a miner, whoever is doing the calculation. This is a detailed thing. So as a computer engineer, you please see Bitcoin reward mechanism, and if you Google, you will know, and it will tell you how you will get money and what is the way you can get that logic will be there. As a computer engineer, you will understand it. Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Hello,
Yes.
sir. I'm Trilok Maheshwari calling from Kota.
Yes. Tell me, sir.
Sir, I wish to know, like you said, there is nobody who is the owner of Bitcoin.
Yes.
Then, like, if I have to buy a Bitcoin, to whom I have to pay for Bitcoin?
So I told you, know, the other speaker, other question. There is a website, the company, exchange company called ZebPay, ZEBPAY. I don't, I'm not a marketing guy for them, but then
Okay.
ZebPay is a thing. They will do your KYC, and then they will connect your bank account to the ZebPay application. And once they connect your ZebPay, so you can transfer, say, 10,000 rupees to ZebPay account. And once you enter, 1 second, please explain. Once you enter into the ZebPay account, it will show you can buy this much of Bitcoin. So you can simply place buy and then buy the Bitcoin. It will go into your wallet.
Okay. No, but like as we say, this is one of the safest way of transacting money.
Yes.
Like if we are doing KYC and all, then
Yes.
our identity will obviously be there with ZebPay or any other transactor.
So you have two choices, sir.
Yes.
You have two choices. One, if you try to hide from the law, if you get cheated, nothing can save you.
Okay.
If you do it under ZebPay, under the law, at least you can get saved. You can at least complain that ZebPay cheated you, and hence you can go and recover your money.
Okay.
So if you hide, then what will happen is all the time you will be afraid, and you will be running from the law. So I prefer to be with the law.
No, that is fine. I would prefer to be with law.
Yep.
But like then the security is not only your private key. Matlab, your identity will also be there with the Bitcoin community, na?
Sir, that is very secure. Nothing will happen to your identity, sir. You will not lose your identity. Your identity will not be known to anybody. It will be only a transaction code which will be seen in the public. So nobody will know that you from Kota is buying. So they cannot find you at all. In the Bitcoin world, they cannot find you. But sir, you
Yes.
don't you know that the RBI is tracking you every second?
No, that is fine. I'm not trying to hide. I'm not trying to hide out of it.
What I am
I'm just
saying,
asking about the security or
security
the.
part is perfect, sir. You will not be tracked in the Bitcoin world. Bitcoin world is very secure.
Okay.
You will be seen as a transaction number, and I cannot find you. When you did transaction, we cannot even find when you did the transaction also.
Okay. So, like my next question is related to the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
if it is secure and KYC process based, then why RBI is not allowing cryptocurrency in India?
Sir, please wait for the last slide I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Next question.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, sir. Hello, sir. This is Daya from Bangalore.
Yeah.
Thank you for the session.
Yes.
Sir, one of the points you mentioned, like the number of bitcoins is fixed around something 21 something you mentioned.
21 million only. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, like, say, like everybody starts mining. So is it something like how the same number of bitcoins will be again allocated to everybody, or the count with the same count, how everybody will get the, let's say, all of a sudden all over the world everybody wants to get the Bitcoin and everybody starts mining, so how the same
No, sir.
number
No. Please understand one thing, sir.
Yeah.
This is a very fair and share system. Okay, please understand. It's a very democratic system. There is no unfair trade practices in this game. Okay, so for every 10 minutes, 6.25 Bitcoin will be given to only one miner
Yeah.
in the world. So you please don't understand that 6.25 Bitcoin will be given to 100 people and everybody will start fighting for it. No. The mining system has a calculation, algorithm and decision, and everybody will agree to it that the Bitcoin, 6.25 Bitcoin you got at 710 today is only to you. That's all. And you will take and you will put it in your wallet and you will secure your wallet and you will spend, you will exchange, you will sell to me, you will sell to Ramdas, you will sell to Mr. Nadarajan, Sadagopan, Rameshwar Rao, anybody can see, like the block generates Bitcoins every 10 minutes and the people like the miners, they give it to us. See, I want to buy, I don't know mining, I don't know anything, I'm just wanting Bitcoin. So these coins are in the exchange and I pay, and once I pay, the money goes back to the miner. That's all.
Sir, yes, sir. My question is the same point. Let's say 21 million people want to mine. Let's say everybody mined. So the
No, sir. No. Please wait, sir. Please understand. There are only 21 million mining coins. It's not that it is public. Nobody can get it. It's not like Almira where everybody opens and takes whatever they want. It's not like that. The blockchain will issue 6.25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. That's all. You can't withdraw 6.3. You can't withdraw 6.5. You can't withdraw 10. You can't withdraw 100. You can't withdraw 1,000 because I am there, you are there, all are friends, and let us pick up as much as it is not that. You have to mine, and once you mine, only one person will get 6.25 Bitcoin in 10 minutes. That's all. Sir, I'll tell you what. This is only an introduction, sir. I'll ask Chairman, sir, to have successive sessions. There are, for mining alone, I can speak 2 hours.
Okay.
And banking alone, I can speak 2 hours. Payment alone, another 1 hour. Like that, it's a very expansive chapter. And if the COVID goes away, we can have one-day conference also.
Hello.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening. I am Kumar. I have one question. Hello. Hello.
Tell me, sir. Tell it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Please speak.
Government is issuing gold bonds, right?
Yes, sir.
Government is gold bond.
Yes, sir.
If I return the gold bond, government will pay the money, or
Correct.
government is responsible for that.
Correct.
Regarding the similarly for share market or certificates.
Correct.
The certificates are controlled by the companies. That is
Correct.
TVS, all these people.
Correct.
Like that, who is monitoring or who is responsible for this Bitcoin?
Excellent question, sir. Excellent question. And so Bitcoin is a distributed computing architecture, and this is spread all over the world, and it is managed by a distributed computing mechanism, which is almost like a god. And I started believing that this is the first beginning of autonomous living. That means today, if you see from 2008 till 2020, Bitcoin is coming like a Amuda Surabhi. I don't know Tamil, you can say that it's just coming from the Pal Kadal, or it's coming from that, from the, it's like a Amrit, which is just coming out. We don't know where it is coming from. So it's like that. From the software, the application is spewing out your Bitcoins on a particular logic, on a very, very regular 10 minutes fashion. So that is where the governments, all the regulators, all the RBIs, everybody is worried. We cannot control it. How to control it? Chinese try to control it. Americans try to control it. They cannot control it. It is distributed. It is our currency. We can all say Bitcoin is all our currency. It's a global currency. Nobody can touch it. Say, for example, sir, in your own way, if you see RBI has minted additional currencies every time without any backing. Earlier, till 1960s, we used to always have gold as a backing, and we used to print equivalent amount of currency. After 1960, everybody stopped and they simply went on printing. So the money has devalued. If you see our grandfathers or our fathers, they were earning only 200 rupees and they could run the family. Today, 2 lakhs, you cannot run the family. That's the inflation. So if you understand economics, this is a super economic boon to the world, sir.
Hello.
Next question.
Sir, I'm Sundar,
Start
sir.
first and then you will finish your session.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Kekalama, sir.
Kekalam. Last question.
Hello. Sir. Intraday is possible, sir, for Bitcoins. Because of already
Super.
Facebook is introduced for Libra.
No,
currencies.
wait, sir, please. Intraday means a market which starts at 9 o'clock and ends at 3:30 is what intraday? Yes or no? Correct, sir? Yes or no? So,
Sir, I agree, sir, because of
your voice is breaking.
before 4 years, it's now.
No, wait, sir. So, your voice is breaking, sir. So, your voice is breaking,
Network
sir.
problem, sir. Network problem.
So, please listen to me.
Sir,
Okay?
network problem.
You send the question into your mail ID and then he will
I'll answer
that all
it.
the
Okay. Let me go ahead with the last 3 slides. Okay. So now Bitcoin fraud, I told you how the fraud will happen when you open your wallet. Then there is another fraud during the demonetization times. 4,500 crores of black money was given to one fellow, and that fellow went and put it into the cryptocurrency, that is Bitcoin.
இப்ப நம்ம ரெடி பண்றது வந்து இப்போ இந்த மல்டிபிள் சர்வீஸ்.
And so that 4,500 in January or February they collected, and 10 fellows collected and they put it into Bitcoin. And by the time October or November, the thing went off to 10,000, 15,000, and the income, that is what was $700 has become 10,000. So this fellow started fighting amongst each other, and they were beating the fellow who was having the private key. And that fellow went and complained off into the police, saying that somebody is blackmailing me. So that fraud came out, and then finally they found that $4,500 became $50,000 within 1 year. So this is again a situation where screen is front of. Okay.
Once again, you share your screen.
Yeah, screening. So again, the same way. Another thing is one Bitcoins called BitConnect. There's a platform where people are buying and selling what you call your Bitcoin. At that time, that fellow shut the exchange and ran away. So again, 22,000 crores of thing went off. This is what I'm saying. If you go to legal, what you call certified, registered thing like ZepPay and a few others are coming in. So once they are joining them, at least you can go and tell RBI that this guy cheated, and hence you can get paid. So exchange fraud is what I'm telling you is a third fraud. Second fraud is the people who take money from you and they don't give you in a private or public key. They simply say, see on website, and you can, once he shuts down the website, you're gone. So there's another thing is a website fraud. See this website today I took in the evening. This person is talking about 87.5% return on investment. And he's talking about $100 free demo account, minimum investment $1, minimum deposit $10, and try now. 30 seconds deals are there. So these are all crypto scams. If you enter, we don't know where they are. We don't know where they are, and you cannot even go and catch them. And if you go and complain to somebody in the police station, you will get booked first, because police station will say that, sir, you have done some illegal work, and hence he will go and book you. Okay. So please don't get into such scams on the website. Next, the legality of cryptocurrency. So RBI surprised everybody, and on 25th hearing of February, it said that cryptocurrency is not illegal to Supreme Court. And then the Supreme Court said, you better come back in 4 weeks, that is March 25th, you produce a cryptocurrency policy, and so that every Indian can participate in this cryptocurrency game. But what happened? Corona. So soon the Corona is over, we are expecting some cryptocurrency policy from the government. Now, what is the next step? Educate yourself for at least 6 months. This is very important, because unless until you don't know a particular type of asset, how to handle it, what are the ways you will lose it, how you can respond is very important. Don't chase 100% return with international websites. Follow Government of India guidelines. ZepPay is one of the exchanges. You can see registered exchanges of RBI, and then start working with them. Finish off your KYC, put some 10,000 rupees or put 5,000 rupees, buy fraction of Bitcoin and start small. Use hardware wallet, even invest in 5,000 to 10,000 rupees and get a hardware wallet and protect your cryptocurrency and put it into your wallet. Paper wallet is okay, but then your wife may kill you, because after she gets this, knowing that the value of the wallet, she'll finish you. So that's a big problem. So do regular follow-up, wallet and exchange. You'll have to keep looking your balances. Also look out for us. We will give you further programs on Bitcoin and blockchain for increasing your knowledge to get into this industry. So another thing is, some more questions before I end. My contact details will be there. You can ask questions now.
Better you send the queries to the following email ID and all those things. We'll get answer.
So, or you do one thing, this Facebook link, if you enter into this Facebook link, you can leave a message, I can reply back to you, or follow this Facebook link, you will get all the information. Education is there. You can learn yourself what is a blockchain, what is a Bitcoin, how the Bitcoin works, everything is there. And there's a Twitter also. So this is a self-learning method. I put every information there. If you ask, then I will again put that relevant information on that so that public can gain out of it. So this is an autopilot thing. This Facebook page, the blockchain network, is for public. Anybody who enters and becomes a, he gets invited to that, he will simply see all the posts and also see the old posts. Once you see the old posts, you can simply learn on your pace. Everything are videos. There are some programs, there are documents, how to do in Singapore, how to do in Switzerland. I put all the things there and I regularly post on that. I am done. Ram, to you.
Okay, we'll finish up the program. If we have anybody have any questions, just to follow the.
Yeah,
send
one
the
question.
email or,
Ram, allow one question. Yeah, Bala, tell.
Sir, yes, sir. So it was a nice session, and I was so late I could not join it. But the cryptocurrency, it is booming like anything. So,
Correct.
in which are all the engineering areas it can be utilized, and how the engineering fraternity can be benefited out of blockchain? It's not for IT. I'm
No.
talking about the other technology.
So, as I told in your electrical conference, it is used in power grid management, and how to do power trading on blockchain is available. So power grid management is done, then supply chain management is done, then you can track and trace medicines on blockchain, then you can do you can also do civil engineering like Ramdas. Say for example, Spencer, you can make it into 1 million components. It's called tokens. And 1 million, once you divide Spencer value into 1 million, you can go and buy one token and become a part owner of Spencer. So unlisted assets like that can be used, and we can buy into such things. And I hope the Indian government will come out with policy soon so that we can use it on all engineering, civil engineering, and we can also transfer payments to anybody in the world in few seconds.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bala, shall we close the session?
Thank you. Yes, Balakrishnan. Yes.
This IN technology.
Your voice is bad. Your voice is bad. We cannot hear you. Your voice is very bad.
Do you hear me?
You take down my number, call me.
I'll take note of your number, sir.
98400 36655. Okay, call me. Thank you, Ram. Thank you, Bala. Thank you, IE people, especially from the other chapters, Coimbatore and even Kota and even Goa has have come into it. And thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you very soon on bigger topics and more time.
Rameshwara, still in connection?
Yes, Ramdas, good evening. I'm very happy.
Good evening.
I'm very happy.
He's the chairman of Telangana State Center. Just show your face here.
Rameshwar Rao, we can do it for your team also. Yeah, we can do 1 hour. Why not?
Yes, definitely. We are doing, sir, already. We have started.
Okay.
That's why I want to see Ramdas, all things, how they are doing.
No, if you want, I can do it for you.
Okay, sure, sir. Definitely. One day I will take up the time.
Yes.
With coordination of our friend Ramdas.
Yes,
thank you,
always.
Ramdas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice to you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thanks, Ram. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Praveen, giving the wonderful today that session. Thanks.
Bye,
Bala?
bye, everybody.
Thank you everyone for participating. So it was a wonderful session and with more interaction.
Sir, we need your mobile number, sir, please. please send us mobile number.
Yes,
Praveen, thank you very much. Very nice. I like to
Praveen.
invite you for the marine seminar once.
Sure, sure. Why not, sir?
Can you hear me?
Sir, we need a mobile number, sir. Please share with us.
So shall I put it in the chat?
Yes. Or otherwise
Praveen,
you
I
put in
require
the screen and then save it, share it.
Ramdas,
Yeah,
can I talk?
just write in the paper and show in the screens. I will take a screen.
No,
Screenshot.
you can put it in the chat itself, sir. That would be more prominent and it would be available for everyone.
Yeah, sure, sir.
I am not. I'm sending it to privately and send it to everyone. Okay, once I do 984003665. Yep, everyone.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay,
Thank you. So,
Praveen?
Yes, sir.
I wanted you to speak to Marine once in the Zoom.
Sure.
Because this topic is very interesting.
Yes.
So I will consult my colleagues and then let you know the dates.
So there's a supply chain thing in marine, and it's a massive. Maersk has implemented a massive Bitcoin blockchain in supply chain, and they will be very important to understand how the blockchain is used in marine.
Okay, because our symposium is also coming on now that February. I like you to be a speaker on that once.
Sure.
We will invite you on the speaker.
Okay,
Thanks
sir.
a lot for everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
This is PS Praveen phone number. Just everybody will note down that Praveen number.
Yeah, we'll take a screenshot, sir.
Okay. Bala, you
yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And also a request from IEI. So those participants who are in the list, so who are maybe the person who wish to give you a presentation, they can also approach Chairman sir for their own topics. So we can make the COVID session more useful, and we can also make it more interactive. Thank you so much for the participant. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.